These circuit breakers or these components basically are not there to protect humans. The question is, if it doesn't protect people or humans, then what does it protect? We want to talk about these components in my hand. So these components are called circuit breakers, okay? Miniature circuit breakers, of course, MCCB. These circuit breakers or these components basically are not there to protect humans. So the question is, if it doesn't protect people or humans, then what does it protect? The circuit breaker protects cables and property. And property is expensive. Why property? You may ask. Well, the current flow through cables in our properties. Inside a cable is a metal conductor which provides a low resistance to the electrical load. This is covered with an insulation to protect us and prevent current from taking any alternative routes. So whenever current flows through a wire, it generates heat. Now, this isn't a problem, but as the current increases, then the temperature increases, and at a certain point, the insulation weakens and eventually melts, exposing the metal conductor and even causing fire. So each size of cable is rated for a certain maximum current. So the breaker must not exceed that value. So what does the breaker do now? The breaker detects excessive current and automatically trips to protect the cable. It does that using internal parts, which I will explain in a moment when we check inside the circuit breaker. Okay, so and from the surface you can see that the circuit breaker contains this lever, which is the on and off of the circuit breaker. This lever trips whenever there is excessive current. Okay, and for this circuit breaker, this is a 2-pole circuit breaker. Of course, it has a part that helps you connect it to the D rail, so that it gets fastened whenever you want to use it on a junction box or in a motor control center. So we open the circuit breaker and you come to see what makes up the circuit breaker, and if it's something you can think of producing around you in your area, and of course if you have the materials needed to produce or manufacture a circuit breaker. I'll see you when we open up the circuit breaker to find out what we have inside.